Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Onte, and welcome to the Alpha Talk podcast. We are on episode 39, and I want to congratulate everybody for tuning in. I call you guys the Wolf Pack because Alpha Talk, that's my whole brand for everything. So from now on, I'm going to call the Alpha Talk family the Wolf Pack. I think it's pretty dope and all that extra stuff. I think it will go along with certain things I want to make. So shout out to the Wolf Pack. Shout out to everybody that's been tuning in and enjoying my platform and my episodes. But for today, it's going to be quick. I mean, it's not going to be quick, but it's going to be very informational, like I always say, and give you the right message that you're supposed to be hearing right now. So I'm not going to like name off the topics or anything like that. I'm just going to hop right into it. We don't have any sponsors, but I will say if you guys are looking for a gaming team or if you want to see anything about my gaming team that I have, you can go look up on Instagram at Alpha Gaming Team _ on Instagram. Also, we are also looking for people to join the team. So if you're looking for a team or looking to join a family or anything like that, we are in the process of trying to get the team situated with certain things. So if you're looking for a team, hit me up on Instagram at Alpha Onte _ or you can hit me up on Alpha Gaming Team _ So for today's episode, I have a topic that it's actually that I'm starting today. And what I mean by this is I'm starting a 30-day recreate myself. As you may know, if you watch my podcast or my episodes, I made an episode 30. You can check it out on YouTube. Episode 30 is where I talked about basically explaining on how to recreate yourself in a better formality for yourself and for your family or your life or anything that has to do with that. But as for what I'm talking about today I just want to break down the reason why I'm choosing and giving you guys the same information for myself. Maybe you guys would like to do the same thing. Maybe you guys are thinking about doing it, or maybe you guys just need to do it. But for me personally, the reason why I am deciding to do a 30-day I don't want to say a challenge because it's really not a challenge. It's like no specific like rules and regulations, but like I just want to call it the 30-day recreate yourself. Why is because I feel like it's very needed with myself, and it might be needed for yourself as well. But for me, I just feel like I need to give myself 30 days to recreate myself. Like give myself a time range and a time limit, which is 30 days, which I feel like is a good way. I don't want to like have too many days where it's like if I have too many days, I'm gonna start stressing about it, and then I might end up quitting early. So take it nice, slow, and easy, and start with 30 days. And the reason why I started on a Monday is because it's just crazy how everything worked out. Because Sunday, which was yesterday, I was just thinking about, cool, tomorrow's a Monday. Let's just start on Monday. It doesn't matter if it's on the first of the month, whatever. It doesn't matter. I want to start immediately. So I decided to start today on a Monday. Today's day one. And as you may know, things are going to be rough because it's like 30 days to get yourself together, to get yourself to wherever you want to be. Fitness, get yourself right with business, or just clear your mind from all the smoke and negativity that you've been doing, and you just want to do something better for yourself. And giving yourself 30 days to either make it or break it. Either break the switch or continue flipping the switch up and down. And what I mean by breaking the switch is and everybody has the moments where they're like consistent, like they've been doing this stuff for 10 days, or they've been working out consistently, they've been eating right consistently, doing the things that they need to do, and then something happens, like life hits them, or just something happens to where they just fall off. No, they flip the switch off. They had it on, they were staying consistent, they were doing the things they had to do, but then they flipped the switch off. So it's like an on and off switch. Once you learn how to break the switch, and then being able to like understand, like, fuck the switch, we're going to do whatever we want to do, then you're able to unleash some things that you probably never thought you would do before. Which myself, I need to understand that breaking the switch is something that I need to have something implemented into myself. I need to stop flipping on and off the switch, running up the electric bill. Now, if I was just to like break the switch and not worry about it anymore, and have the same mindset and same consistency that I'm having all the other times, then things will go the way it needs to go. So that's one little secret tip that I've been learning within the past like 2 days and over this weekend, is understanding that breaking the switch is something that needs to happen in everybody's life. Like, understanding to give yourself the truth that I need to stop being on and off, and just stay consistent and deal with the excuses and deal with the dirtiness and the hard work and ambition that you got to put in, and just deal with it instead of like cutting it off one day, gonna go eat McDonald's or gonna go do some stuff that you need, not knowing that you need to go be doing. Like all this stuff plays into the role of every single thing. Like I know it took me a long time to like understand that whole process of like breaking the switch, but like it all makes sense because everybody deals with it on a daily basis. Like how many people, or how about yourself? Like how do you know who deals with it and who doesn't deal with it? Like everybody deals with it in their own special way, and but it is what it is. But once you understand, like you gotta take 2 steps, or maybe even 30 days to get yourself together. So what I'm trying to say is, to everybody who's listening to my platform, man, I feel like we should all do this together as a team and give ourselves 30 days to like be the best that we can be. Like enough with this excuses, enough with the guilt trips, enough with the same daily habits that we're just sucked doing. Like all this stuff comes to a halt. Like today's Monday. Everybody that's going to hear this podcast is going to hear it tomorrow, which is going to be Tuesday. So if you're hearing this right now on a Tuesday, it doesn't matter what day of the week is. Just start doing it. Start your 30 days now, and like push yourself for 30 days to recreate yourself to the best version you can. I'm always preaching it to people, but it's like we got to put in the work together as a family and as a wolf pack, as you may know. I just created that word on this episode. But so like I'm saying, man, like it just takes consistency and honesty. Honestly, like being honest with yourself, telling yourself like not telling yourself in your head these lies. As long as you're telling yourself the honest truth about certain things about yourself and what you need to do, then I feel like that things will go the way that it needs to go. And giving yourself 30 days and giving yourself time to stay consistent, be on track, and be on your shit without like yourself giving up on yourself, and knowing like there is a deadline at the end, but like I just got to make it. Like I just got to get to the halfway point. I just got to get like at least just halfway there, and then we're good. That's all it takes is to get there. I'm doing it. You should do it. And I have my own very personal reasons on why I decide I want to just like give everything up for like 30 days. And now what I mean by like give everything up, I don't mean by like doing things that like I shouldn't be doing or anything like that. Like just giving up stuff that I know for a fact that like that hurts me and holds me back from doing what I need to be doing. And like, yeah, it might suck. Like I always say in my podcast, it's like, yeah, it might suck, but like you just got to embrace the suckness. Like it's going to suck, but understanding that like you got to embrace the suckness and like hang in there and like do what you got to do. Like half of us want to be entrepreneurs. What is the definition of an entrepreneur? Like I will look it up right now. I should have the definition of it, but I don't. The definition of an entrepreneur, I'm just going to put in my own words because I can remember, is someone who consistently works hard and makes their own money and have employees. So how many people do you know wants to do that stuff? Like how often, how much is it going to have to take in your own life for you to realize like this is something that needs to change? Like doing the same day to day bull crap that you've been doing for years and years and years over and over again. It's just like eventually either someone's going to have to like blow your ear off or like telling you like you need to stop doing this, or eventually some crazy stuff in your life is going to happen to where it gets to a point to where it's just like enough is enough and I can't deal with this anymore. You can't keep doing the same routines over and over and over again. Eventually you're going to sit back and realize like I haven't got nothing accomplished. I haven't done anything that I was supposed to be doing. Like it's going to suck. And understanding that, embracing the suckness and getting through the grit and the hard work, you just got to do it. Like, yeah, I have my days where I'm just like, man, I don't want to do this anymore. Or, yeah, I'm like sucking, being a crybaby, or like being mean to myself or rude to myself because I don't want to go do something. But then it's like, I have to do this in order for me to get to where I got to get to. Like, and like, I understand, like, yeah, I got to do this and that. But like, some people just don't understand that. And I feel like if you just give yourself 30 days to improve yourself to the best version of yourself, nothing else can hold you back from being yourself. Like, who else is going to hold you back? Like, yeah, you got friends, family, co-workers, and all that extra stuff, but like, who truly is going to be there and be responsible for your own actions? Like yourself. No one else is going to be there but you. So it's all up to you and all up to anybody who's listening to this. Even my pets, like if they can understand like what I truly mean by like doing things on your own, then things will go the way that it's supposed to go. Like it is what it is, and I figured that I should preach this to everybody else, and I figured that it's time to show people that enough is enough. Like I said in the last podcast in episode 38, we need to have more leaders and we need to have followers. And it starts with just that one person in order for it to get to where it has to get to. If that one person can't do it, then how do you expect yourself to do it? Like, how do you expect others to, like, be, you got to be the, what's the word I'm looking for? You got to be the example for others. Like, such as if you had kids, like, you don't want your kids to do some things that you don't want them to do. Like, so they look up to you. They watch your every move. It's the same thing as with my pets. Like, my pets watch my every single move. They act on how I act. Like, so it's like, it's the same way if you was to meet with individual people, like, I mean, random people in this world, or if you have a platform, or if you have a business, or if you're trying to make a business and you need to grow a following, then you need to have a type of platform, or you need to have some type of like images of yourself that's going to show people like, yeah, like I work hard for what I do and I'm serious about what I want to do, and this is how it's going to happen. Like, in order for that to happen, people need to understand who you are. People need to understand about your realness. People need to understand like, yeah, I need to stay consistent, and yeah, people need to understand like your true you, and you don't need to be scared to show who you really are. If it takes you 30 days to realize like, yeah, I need to get my mind right for people to understand that I want to take my business serious, or if it's going to take you 30 days to realize that you need to take yourself serious, bug it. Who's going to stop you? Nobody. Nobody's going to judge you. This is your own world. This is your own book. You should be able to do what you have to do in order to get what you got to get to. And half of this stuff that I'm saying to you guys, like when I go back and rewatch these podcasts, or when I go back and I look at my podcast, man, it motivates me to go harder and harder and harder again. That's why I came up with the idea of breaking the switch, because the more and more I watch my videos of myself, the more and more I like put two and two together, and the more and more I realize like what I'm doing in real life, real life, it just doesn't add up. Like, it just doesn't add up. I'm always consistently like breaking the switch over. I'm like always switching the light on and off. Like, I don't know if I want it on. I don't know if I want it off. Like, I don't know if I'm too hot to cut the fan on. Like, I don't know what I want. But like understanding that now I'm giving myself time to realize like, is this what I truly want? Is this my dream? Do I want to be an entrepreneur? Do I want to own businesses? Or do I want to go work for a 9-to-5 job for the rest of my life? Like, do I want to go to school? Like, anything like this, like, now is the time for me to realize, like, I have 30 days to recreate myself into image that I want others to see me as. It's as simple as that. So whoever's watching, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, I appreciate you. But at the same time, this message is for everybody. And I with the things that I say and the things that I put out to everybody is something serious, and I deeply, truly mean exactly what I say. And people don't understand how much hard work it takes to even talk about topics like this, or even show people like the things that you're going through, and even talk through it through a camera or through a mic. Like, so I want to say that I want people to understand like, yeah, you can still accomplish the things that you want to do, and there's never no ending to anything. Like, there's never no like time limit for nothing. Like, if it's gonna take you 6 months to a year to understand business, or 6 months to a year to understand financial situations, or maybe even a relationship, then cool, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, at the end of the roller coaster, now you understand what it takes to get to that next destination. Like, it takes work, and it takes hard work to get there, and understanding like over and over again, yeah, you might be cutting on the light on and off, but at the same time, now you know that I need to stop running up the bill, and I need to figure out if I want the light on or if I need the light off. And I will hope that everybody will want the light to be on and not off, because at the same time, we all want to get somewhere in life. We need to knock down every single goal that we have on our whiteboard. We need to do everything that we need to do to make sure that the bag is secure, our family is taken care of, and even that at that, we need to make sure our self-esteem is taken care of. Like, yeah, I'm losing light right now. I'm losing lighting for my podcast, but look, I'm still on the mic. I'm still putting in the work. Yeah, I know when I put this YouTube video up, the lighting on it is going to be terrible. But who cares? I know for a fact that, like, as long as I'm staying consistent and I'm being real with myself and I'm being honest with myself and I'm not lying and I'm not being lazy about it, it's all going to add up at the end of the road. And, like, us being young and us not understanding, like, it takes time for us to understand, like, yeah, some people have it different from us. Some people might be riding in Lambos. Some people might actually be doing this. Some people might be actually be doing that. Like, it just takes time to understand, like, things suck and things are going to be okay. Your life is different. Everybody's life is different. Your timeline is different. You might not have things now. It might take you a long time to understand something that somebody else is doing. Like, you might be doing the same thing as somebody else. Like, it just takes time for you to understand, like, everybody's different. It takes time, bro. So all I'm going to say is, man, I want people to give themselves 30 days, maybe 10 days, maybe 20 days, maybe even 5 days. Who cares? As long as it's a certain amount of days. Give yourself 30 days to be better. That's all I'm saying. 30 days to be better, and I'm pretty sure everybody and their mama can do that. 30 days. Starting today or starting tomorrow when a YouTube video goes live. So that's the first topic for today's episode. And so for the second topic that we have is basically false advertisement. And what I mean by false advertisement is I'm gonna put a perspective in for men and women because that's the only way that I can actually like put it into perspective. So for false advertisement, what I mean by this is for the women out there and for the men out there. Now, for the men, when you see a bad-looking woman on the streets, she looks good. She got the heels on. The makeup done is good. All that stuff is like she's a top 10, top-tier girl. You know what I mean? Like, you can't tell her no differently. The reason why is because false advertisement. You don't truly know what this person's like. You don't truly know who this girl is. You don't know anything about this girl. You're just going based off of looks, and you don't know truly anything like that. So it's like false advertisement. You got to understand, like, bro, you're a man. You should be able to be capable of understanding. You should be able to filter through women. You should be able to filter through emotions. You should be able to understand, like, oh, okay, this is false advertisement. This girl truly isn't something that I truly need, but it's okay. Like, things are gonna be okay. Like, you got to understand, like, you got to be able to filter things. Same thing as it's a relationship. Like, you can't just like jump into a relationship. You can't just be with somebody without like understanding, like, you got to filter things out. Like, if this is what I want or not. Like, things are fake, and you got to understand, like, stuff is fake out here. People are fake. Emotions are fake. Human beings are fake. So understanding, like, false advertisement is the same way as a business. Like, women and men or anybody, they're going to sell you on what they want to sell you on. Like, if a girl is bad, she's going to sell you on her being bad. She's going to sell you on all these things that probably truly isn't something that she wants. It's the same thing as a dude. Like, dudes are going to do the same thing. How many dudes do you see out here who are flamboyant about their stuff, and, like, at the end of the day, they live in a box or they live in a cardboard box? Like, so none of this stuff that they're doing is, like, real. So it doesn't make any sense for them to continue doing that. So understanding, like, as long as you're not having false advertisement and you're okay with yourself, then now it's time for you to filter through everybody else. Like, it's the same, like, with women. Like, I see it all the time, like, especially in Austin. Like, so many of these women, like, don't get me wrong, they look good. They look good. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, they look good. But at the same time, it's like, is this girl something that you really want? Like, do you just want to get your dick wet? Like, are you just trying to, like, slide in her DMs? Or, like, what is it? But it's something that I'm still trying to understand as a man. Like, us men need to understand, like, there's false advertisement out here, and not everybody wants the best benefit for us. And, like, we need to understand that. And I'm being able to understand, like, you are more important than that false advertisement, such as the billboard that might have butt naked people on there, but, like, you're not gonna ever see those people. It's just trying to bring you into their business and bring you in to something that truly isn't there. So, like, it's all crazy, man. There's a lot of, like, fake stuff and fake shade out here in the world, but, like, understanding, like, now I'm able to filter through. What I mean by filter through is understanding, like, you need to have a checklist for every single body that you see. It can be women, it can be friends, it can be whatever. Anybody. Filter through. You need to have a checklist. Like, boom, if she checks off on this, boom. If she checks off on this, boom. If he checks off on this, boom. Like, you need to have a checklist, because at the end of the day, You don't want to like force yourself to be inside of a relationship or force yourself to be fucking with a girl that doesn't match your checkbox. Like, dudes don't be having check boxes. Women don't be having check boxes. They just want to get with people because they look good. But it's like, you need to benefit for yourself and not just about her. Like, you need to have real advertisement, not none of this fake ass advertisement that people be trying to put out here. It's the same thing with the fitness community. It's the same thing with like everybody that's on social media or anything like that. Like, there's so many false things out here. People don't understand what it feels like to know the truth. People don't understand, like, you need to understand, like, this is what I really like, but like, she doesn't look good, or maybe she does look good, but she doesn't really check off on my check boxes. Like, don't put yourself in a bad situation that's gonna have you stuck for the rest of your life. Like, how many people do you know get with a girl because she looks good, but at the same time they're having kids and they're having babies, but at the end of the day, you didn't even want this girl. You just want to be with the girl because she looked good. That's what I mean by false advertisement. A lot of dudes and a lot of women, they put themselves in bad situations because they got false advertised by something that isn't even real. So like, man, like, I'm going deep into this today. Like, it's something that blows my mind every single day. Like, it's just so crazy to see how many thirsty ass people that they have out here on this. Like, it's just crazy. Like, dudes don't have any game. Like, how many men out here, you know, don't have game? They don't know how to talk to women. Too many women think they're like a high class 10 out of 10, but really they're just a 3 or 4 or 5. So it's like all this false advertisement that gets people into nowhere. So all I'm trying to say is, man, being able to understand, like, you're able to filter yourself, because you're more important than anybody else. You got to filter yourself and be able to, like, understand, like, this is the real me. I need some real shit. I don't need no fake ass shit in my life. And like, yeah, I'm cussing a lot on this podcast, but like, I'm getting down and dirty with the nitty gritty. Like, I'm talking about some real stuff right here, and people need to understand, like, your boy Onte is always going to give you the right information and the truth in information, and that's as simple as that. And I can't even say it any differently. Like, it's as real as it's going to get. I should just name the podcast the Alpha Talk Realness, like, or the realest Alpha Talk podcast out there. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just so crazy, man. I need people to understand this, especially my men out here. Like, finding the right girl is out there. She's out there somewhere, or whoever, which way you go. The men or women, they're out there. If you don't even want to be with anybody, you need to work on yourself. Like, yeah, we got Hercules in the background. Shout out to him. But like, Hercules understands too. Like, things are gonna be difficult, but we got to get to where we got to get to, man. At the end of the day, so. I went really, really deep into this podcast. I started a little bit early. Things are going good at the way they're supposed to be going right now. I might have to cut the pod. I want to do 30 minutes, but the way that the lighting's looking right now and it's getting really, really dark, I might not make it to 30 minutes, but like, I just want people to understand enough is enough. We got to start putting our foot down for greatness, because at the end of the day, nobody else is going to do it for us but ourselves. Simple as that. Not our parents, not our friends, not anybody. Only ourselves. As long as we know that and keep it real with ourselves and keep it honest, pure, and organic, like Larry June say, nice and organic, you know what I'm saying, then everything will be good. Everything will be A-okay, easy peasy. But there's too many simps. There's too many people that don't understand that they're doing the same thing over and over again, and it ain't getting them nowhere, or they're with somebody that isn't going to get them anywhere, and stuck where we've been stuck for years and years, which is me. And now I'm realizing that at a very, very late time in my life, but it is what it is, because now I'm realizing it now, and I can't stop it. Same thing with the 30 days, recreate yourself, and the same thing with the false advertisement. All this stuff, most people are starting to realize super, super late, but it's okay. We're a team. We're in this together. It doesn't matter. We're putting in the work. We're putting in the effort. We're trying to be better than what we were yesterday or the day before or in the future. It doesn't matter. But like I said, man, this is episode 39. If you would like to go watch episode 30, where I talk about recreating yourself and giving out good tips and pointers, you can go check that out on my YouTube channel. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, I really appreciate you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe and share. It's your boy Onte. I catch you guys next week on Monday at 7 o'clock. Let's hope it's at 7 o'clock. If it's not at 7 o'clock, then it'll be super, super early. So, once again, thank you guys for tuning in to the Alpha Talk podcast. I'll see you guys next week. Stay looked out for all my new content, everything like that. Peace. Catch you guys in the next one.